Hello and welcome back, Oats, to the Big Blue Purple channel. Today I'm going to be looking at some funny comments left by you guys on my Elden Ring review videos. This was actually a lot harder than I was expecting because there weren't as many negative comments as I had hoped for. So yeah, get on that. Can you please be more toxic, guys? Yeah, great. Anyways, I think I found some pretty funny comments here, and yeah, let's just dig straight into it. And just before we get into it, I want to remind you that 99% of you are not subscribed to the channel. Keep up the good work. We're doing great. Now, our first comment here comes from our good friend, Kurt Garrett. And he says, "Bruh, I can hear your lisp." Wait, what? I have a lisp? Fuck. Well, Kurt, if I do have a lisp, this is in fact news to me. So thanks for your comment. I will be sure to get on that or something. I'm wondering if maybe my S's are just more pronounced or something, and that's what's making them say that. But, yeah, thanks again. Now, here's a good one. If Elden Ring came out during the PlayStation days, it would probably be considered about a 7 or an 8. The only reason why you could consider pretty much a 10 now is because there's absolutely no competition. It's legitimate AAA game complete with extra stuff in it that you didn't have to pay for through bullshit DLC and other crap. And for the most part, when you started it for the first time, it worked fine without any crazy updates or anything else. God, I hate being like a fucking grammar Nazi or something because that shit's cringe as fuck, but like, please throw some periods in there. That took me like 3 takes to get correctly because there is absolutely no grammar. Well, attacking their grammar aside, I don't really know what to say to this review. If Elden Ring came out on the PlayStation, it would have been completely revolutionary because games of this quality didn't exist on the PlayStation. As for saying it's like a AAA game that released without bullshit, blah blah blah, like that, yeah, that's a fair point. I completely agree. I think a lot of Elden Ring's success does come from the fact that it's an actual complete product in the year 2022, where games like to release just completely fuck it up. So yeah, gotta give them credit there. And if you think the game's a 7 or an 8, I also think that's perfectly fine. I just think saying it would have been a 7 or an 8 in the PlayStation days is a really weird point to make. Like, no, I don't think... I think it would have been like a fucking 15 out of 10 in the PlayStation days because nothing of this kind of scale could ever exist back then. Like, I kind of get what they're trying to say, that like games launch complete back on the PlayStation, and hence, because the game is complete, it's doing well, and, you know, nowadays we get games that aren't complete. Sure, but I think there's a better way to make that argument than to say this game would have been a 7 on the PlayStation 1. Lol. These guys had some bad takes, but I think you do too. Several times it seemed like you were reaching for straws. Well, thank you, Delson Monroe. I do in fact try. No, but seriously, like, if you're gonna criticize something I say, be a little bit more specific, and then maybe we can have a reasonable discussion. Like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? Yeah, you had some bad takes, refuses to elaborate, leaves. Bro is the fucking Chad. Can't be proven wrong if you never share your opinion in the first place. That's the way. Alright, Juka Me Loco. Hopefully I didn't butcher the ever-living fuck out of that, but I totally did. Says, not a 10 out of 10. Put me on the next video. I got you, brother. Now we actually have another comment from Rebecca Chambers here who says, to clarify on some people's behalf, people can hate their cocaine problem but still be addicted to that sweet, sweet angel snow. This is like a really, really funny false equivalence. I believe what they're trying to refer to is the fact that a lot of the reviews I were reading had like, you know, 200 hours and hated the game. So like, it's like having a cocaine problem and hating the problem. But I think that's a little bit different because they wouldn't be hooked on the drug if they didn't enjoy the way it made them feel. That's like the whole point. Like, hating the fact that you have a problem with cocaine isn't the point. It's... Never mind. You know what I'm trying to say. It's like people get hooked on cocaine because it's fun, not because it's destructive. That completely misses the point. So to humor this equivalency, people would be getting hooked on Elden Ring because it's fun, not because it's a 3 out of 10 horrible game. Don't play. Yet another comment where I see the point they're trying to make, but they just make a very poor equivalency decision, and it's like, You could have got this point across much better if you worded it better, or just made a better analogy. Alright, the next comment comes from Emperor Palpatine himself. God damn. He says, main bosses are all unique. I mean, Margit and Morgott, very, very similar bosses. I included this one because every time I see this argument, it just fucking irks me inside. Like, do you understand the point of Margit existing in the game at all? Like, if you really think Margit and Morgott are clones and that reduces the quality of the game, do you, like, understand what you're playing? Like, that's the point. Margit is testing you early on and then reveals his true power when you face him in the capital, and it's a different boss fight. And that's cool, and it's exciting. Like, surely I can't be the only person who thought that was fucking badass. Like, having a boss test you early on and then fight you again later. It's like saying, you know, Champion Gundyr is not a unique boss because he's just a Udex Gundyr again, but with a different moveset. Even though that new moveset is the superior version of the fight, and that's like the whole fucking point. Name is BigBluePurple. Character in Elden Ring is green. 0 out of 10, refunded. I'm a fraud and you fucking got me. I don't really have anything else to say. I'm sorry I let you down, fans. I'm a fraud. Lost Gamer says, get a better mic. Or mix the audio better. The Soulsborne community is so toxic. Spends the entire video being toxic. GG, have fun. You know what, John? Maybe I am toxic. Fuck you. Can I say that on YouTube? This is it. GG's. No, but joking aside, the point I was just trying to make in that video is that I see get good used by a lot of people just being dicks on the internet. Like, someone will just say, like, yo, like, I'm struggling with this boss, what do I do? And someone's just like, get good, scrub. It's like, in those pretenses, I think it's unhealthy for the community, and that's the point I was trying to make. There's obviously times when it's valid, and maybe I could make a video talking about my take on this in the first place, but summed in short, it's just that I see get good used poorly in the community sometimes, and I think it's stupid, and I think it's destructive to the community that should ultimately be helping its new players. Lost Gamer says, get a better mic. Or mix the audio better. Yeah, fuck you, bro. Absolutely not. As John established earlier, we are toxic on this channel. Like Delson from earlier said, we are kind of reaching for straws right now because there's not as many negative comments as I had hoped for. Now this is a classic. Mom Spaghetti 4 of 6 says, yes, some people dislike Elden Ring. Why are people obsessing over people who don't like Elden Ring? It's a good game, but definitely nothing game-changing at all. You're all just young and have never played a better game. Just saying. There are plenty of games that are better than Elden Ring, bros. I do love Elden Ring. Damn good game still. This comment could have absolutely been fine if he's just like, I feel like people are a little obsessed with Elden Ring haters and they should chill out or whatever. But he had to throw in, you're all young and have never played a better game just to get the gears turning. Don't think being young really correlates with the kind of games you could have played. I know plenty of young people who have played many retro games. Ultimately, though, that's very subjective, and someone's top one could be Elden Ring, where someone else's top one could be Mario 64. At the end of the day, I don't think it's the time or the age or whatever that really matters. It's just subjectivity. Also, I don't have a screenshot of it, but someone in the replies to this asked the guy, like, okay, like, what do you think is better than Elden Ring, then? And the guy just kind of deflected everything and said, I'm just saying there's better games, man. You're taking this too seriously. And I definitely disagree on the fact that it's nothing game-changing at all. I mean, like, really, it's an open-world Souls game. That's a huge step for From Software, and overall a huge step in the open-world industry, since we don't see a lot of open-world games of this scope or this quality. I think it's pretty clear, especially now, months after Elden Ring has come out, how much of an impact this game is going to have on video games going forward. Zelda Fan 5000 says, this game is super fun, but I wouldn't call it the best game ever made. Hell no, lol. Far from it. That award goes to Final Fantasy XII and the Legend of Zelda series, in my opinion. But it's really fun and I love it. I'm only including this comment because it gave me a good laugh and not because it's wrong or anything. I thought it's just really funny that Zelda Fan 5000 is repping his Zelda series. Go for it, man. You stay on that shit. And we'll close off the video with this one from Bings, who says, this was a really great video. Had a lot of fun watching. One of the best videos I've ever seen. 6 out of 10. Disliked. And yeah, I think that perfectly encapsulates the kind of reviews we read in those videos, so I absolutely love this comment. There you go. And I think that's just gonna about do it for this video. I don't really have many other comments here that I think are funny enough to be worth sharing. There's definitely some great, nice comments on that video, and though I didn't include any, I do want to say thank you for all the support and kind comments left on that video. At the end of the day, you are the comments that I appreciate the most. It's just that these ones are funny and they're free content, so there we go. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. This is a bit of a shorter video, I guess, for my channel. Usually we're over the 15-minute mark, but like I said, not enough negativity. Get on it, guys. What the fuck? Like, we're supposed to be toxic here. Like, get on it. Anyways, if you're new around here and you somehow managed to find this video, then subscribe to the channel. If you do, Elden Ring 2 will show up on your doorstep in the next 3 weeks' time. I promise. No cap. There might be some time between now and my next upload since I'm working on a pretty high effort Risk of Rain 2 video right now. So yeah, look forward to that. I know that a lot of my channel came from the Elden Ring video and isn't super into Risk of Rain 2, but I really do love this game and I want it to be a part of my channel. So that's just how it be. Anyways, thanks again for tapping in, goats. Get out there and read yourself some negative comments. I don't really know how to end this one. Peace.